Welcome back to another edition of Doing It with Dish. You're thinking, Dish, why'd you drive your car, the Red Rocket, into the middle of a cattail swamp? Well, there's a reason. So if you remember, last fall, I was hiking that North Country Trail on the Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore, right? And I came across this old car. And anybody that's hiked that trail comes across that old car and they look at it like I did and thought to myself, well, how did it get here? You're hiking along the North Country Trail, which goes all the way through Michigan, Wisconsin. We were on it in the Porkies last year. You come across a car. And of course, everything sitting out here has a story. Not sure what the story is on this one. Just something you don't expect to see in the middle of the forest like this. So I've been thinking about it, and I came up with my personal scenario of how that car ended up there. And to kind of prove that is why my car, the Red Rocket, is in the cattail swamp today. My theory is, years ago, they were logging in there. And back in those days, they didn't have a true bulldozer like we have now. We didn't have Boss snow plows on pickup trucks. What they did when they logged is they packed down the snow. And the dozers they had, they called them crawlers. A lot of them didn't even have blades. They were used to pull skid drays, drag the logs out to a landing. So what they would do is use those to pack down a trail or a road into their logging site. A lot of times they'd hook onto a big spruce tree, drag it back and forth a couple of times, and that was their road. And that kept them above rocks, stumps, and it was good as long as it stayed cold. So my theory is they drove in there with that car when they were logging, towards the end of the year like it is now, getting close to breakup. That car broke down, maybe starter problem, maybe something else. And by the time they got the right parts to fix it, because back then you just didn't go down to Auto Value and get your part, right? So that car was broke down there and it got warm this time of the year, and they couldn't get that car out of there. And the following year, when they could fix it, with it being wet and soft, there was no way that car was coming out of there. So my theory, logging, and it broke down and couldn't get it out of there. Now, everybody probably sees that and has their own theory. And I hope your theory you'll leave down in the comments, because I want to know what you think, how that car got there. Another theory would be maybe it was cold, it was frozen, they drove in there hunting, car broke down, big snowstorm came, they couldn't get back in there to get it. It's another possibility. So leave comments below. And the reason I drove my car in here is because I made a trail in here, and with it being froze, you can drive anywhere, even in a cattail swamp. Now, 2-3 weeks from now, I won't even be able to drive the skidder in here, let alone a car. But it's froze solid now, so it's no problem. Hope you enjoyed the video today. Again, leave some comments. Let me know what you think, how that car got there. We'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching.